Hi there, my name is Daniel Duddy and I'm an abstract artist. And I like to use watercolor. So I like to get some water first, and then I got my canvas right there. And I want to start putting my art making process on YouTube and just see what happens. I like to paint outside on the balcony. Here I got some of my recent ones right here. A lot of fun to make. Here we go, outside. Ugh. There we go. Gotta get a few more things, some plants, if you know what I'm saying. Hell yeah. Outside. It's been kind of hot lately, but it's cooling down. Here we go. Got my supplies there. I thrive in chaos, as you can see. Well, most artists are probably like that, but there we go. More stuff. Look at that beautiful view right there. That's a beautiful, beautiful view. If you use your imagination, it's just it's a canvas of infinite possibilities. That's the way I like to look at it. I mean, I'd rather have hills, but you can't get everything you want in life. Cool. So let's get started. Start off with watercolor. I like this Winsor & Newton watercolor right here. Right there. I'm also a big fan of Japanese gouache. I use that a lot of the time. Yeah, let's get. There we go. All right. Get my brushes. Actually, here we go. I like this one a lot. My friend Jack, he's also a great artist, and he gave this one to me. This is one of my favorites. Thank you, Jack. All right, get it in the water here. Let me see if I can make it easier for you guys to see. There we go. Get it in the water. And then, right here, some kind of brown, reddish brown thing. Get it nice in there. And then I'm going to start putting the paint on the canvas. Just like that, we got a foundation. It's always impulsive. There's no ego associated with it. I just gotta lay down something. That's the important part, I think, to my painting process is I can't overthink it. I just gotta lay down a cornerstone of some sort, like this. It could be anything. It could be red, brown, it could be squigglies, it could be a circle, fuck it, it could be some spray paint. There we go. And then we got something. And then from this cornerstone, this foundation, if you will, from here, I keep making a series of, it's like problem solving, step by step. I apply something, and then that informs my next decision. Is basically how it works. Oh yeah. And so now, I don't know, like I got this big thick brush, and so I'll just do that. And now I've got some sort of dispersion of, or it kind of looks like it's something shooting out of the circle, and it's just cool. It's funky. It's got some energy to it. Yeah, and I'm liking it. I like the way it's curving. I like curves. I like kind of funky action, kind of controlled chaos. That's where I like composed, controlled, intricately layered kind of chaos is where I like to work. Let's see. And now I'm going to put a little more watercolor on it. Feeling like giving this a green interior. There we go, get that all in. And now I'm gonna throw some water all over it. There we go, look at that. Isn't that cool? Now we got all this drippy droppy shit going on. And then I'm gonna make the drippy droppy shit go up. Like that. Now we got like a cool mandible thing going up. Then I'll flip it over. That's another thing I like about abstract, non-objective. You can just kind of use it at any direction, any angle, whatever tickles your fancy. Get it all in there. I'm liking this. Put it up again. Got some excess water here on the table. Let's throw it on there. Get these cool kind of disintegrating kind of things going on here. You can see it like that. Yeah, this is getting cool. All right, I'm liking this. This is got a template right here. And then I always like to kind of just look at the artwork, kind of have a dialogue with the artwork, if you know what I mean. Just kind of, I talk to it, it talks to me. And I learn a lot about myself through it, just by knowing what I feel like putting on it, what I'm in the mood for, what kind of tastes, what kind of appetites I might have. With these smaller canvases too, I like to kind of cradle it almost like this. Here. Yeah, and I'll just kind of look at it. So now all this white and black, for whatever reason, I'm feeling like red. Some red would go good right here. So let's see. Yeah, a red circle, something like that. There, we got a red orb, and then put some little brown in there or something. I never know what a painting is going to look like. I usually never have a specific image in mind, or it is what it is. The painting lives its own life, so to speak. I'm not trying to reach like a summit or to get anything specific. I'm just doing it. Like, it's like having a kid almost. Like, the kid lives its own life as you build it, as you raise it. Like, it's your kid, but ultimately that kid is its own person. Kind of like that. And then get some squiggly lines going on here. There we go. Funky. I love curvatures like this. Almost like snake-like, or like the neck of a swan, or sometimes it gets kind of botanical. But yeah, it's cool. There we go. There. And then sometimes I like curves and shapes that go in opposite directions, like I'll show you here. Get some green going. Like here, this one's going, that's not enough green, hold on. I want more. Alright, there we go. So that's going this way, and then this one's going the other way. So kind of this one's going this way, this one's going that way. I like the dichotomy of that. And then I like to do a lot of action painting to kind of almost like attacking the canvas, so to speak. Like right here. There we go. I get this cool projectile image, and then some little droplets here create these circles. And now we're really heading to Funkyville, if you know what I mean. Funky shapes. Let's see. You know, and then we got this kind of white area here. I'm gonna make it looks like a purple almost. There we go. And then a little black right here. It's kind of border, like the colors sounds like a good idea. So get some black. There. Gives it some body. A lot of this, kind of like almost like beating a drum, creating kind of a fence around the funky shape. There we go. Yeah, now it's going somewhere. I got something. It's on some sort of track. And then often in the painting process, I it can get really psychological at times. Like, it's not just about creating the artwork, it's kind of a means of exploring my consciousness. It's often positive, but it can get negative too. Like, I can get so deep that my mind kind of wanders to like ruminating towards negative emotions, or or just thinking about bad habits that I might have that I need to stop. Things that are kind of ticking at my mind, so to speak. And but other times I feel really nostalgic about things when I paint, especially when I have music on. Other times I'm really like just excited. I feel this excitation based on just what's in front of me. So, because sometimes it is just I'm totally in the art, but sometimes I'm painting mindlessly and like kind of I'm somewhere else in my head. That happens a lot. Basically, the point I'm trying to make is that it's very psychological. It's very intellectual. Sometimes it's very spiritual too, especially when I got some sitar music on and I'm under the influence of a drug like psilocybin or MDMA or ketamine. It can be revelatory at times. And ultimately I paint because I'm alive. That's the reason I'm a painter. I'm not even a painter to be a painter. I'm just alive. I'm an ape on a rock of sphere and water. I'm a living, breathing organism, and I'm here, and I must paint. I would love to monetize artwork. Who wouldn't want to get paid to do what you love? But that's not why I do it. Yeah, I do it for no other reason than the fact that just I'm here. Because to me, painting art is a uniquely human way of expressing the fact that you are a human. Like, this says, a human was here, a human thought this. And I think that's like the metaphysics of art making. It's just, you're here, you're human. It's not to make money. It's not to get people to like you or to get laid or hold on. Yeah, money, status, getting laid, and oh fuck. Okay, we're still rolling. Okay, we're not stopping this. Jeez. Yeah, it's you don't have to go to school. It shouldn't be for what you think people want it to be like. It should be what you're feeling, what you want to do. And I think that's the role of the artist in society, is to do that, to work and flow from your own perspective. Like, to be an artist is, you have to be slightly narcissistic in a healthy way, a healthy amount of narcissism. It's all about what you're thinking, what you're feeling, what you want to do, kind of bending to your own acquiescence. And I think there's just a human need for that to be produced and projected out into the world. And I mean, like, a lot of painters are famously narcissistic. Like Dali, Salvador Dali, one of my favorites. He was a complete narcissist. He thought he was a god. I don't think I'm a god at all, but I make art, because, like, I want to do what I want to do. So, yeah, and often, as, like, right now, like, when I paint, I'll just kind of zone out, think, philosophize, be aware of kind of what's in front of me. Yeah. Anyway, back to it. Let's see. Let's do a little, let's get some oil on there. Let's see, where's my, here we go, orange. Right here, Winsor and Newton. I love Winsor and Newton. They're a great company. And here I got a bottle here. I get kind of alchemical with it. Let's see. Let's put this down here. So I like to get the oil in here. Put it down directly so it doesn't catch to the edges of the inside of the bottle. Get a good squirt in there. Alright. And then get some water in there as well. And then I got some stand oil. So then I'm gonna put this all in here, get a nice concoction, nice kind of cocktail. And then I'm gonna shake it all up. Like I'm making a martini or some shit. Give it a good mix. And then I'm gonna look down in there, and yeah, there is some oil from earlier, some kind of dark gray oil that mixed with the orange, so maybe it won't be completely orange, but it'll be something. So let's take a look see here. All right, and then I like to just sometimes pour it over. Oh, there we go, kind of a gray. Interesting. Okay. There, and then we got like a big lake. Big paint lake. Oh, it kind of looks like cookies and cream almost. Like it's like grayish white, specks of black. Fuck yeah, okay. Now I got a cookies and cream lake. I'm a big fan of the fan brush. Here. There we go. Kind of get that, do some tapping it around, kind of get it up there. Yeah, okay. Cool. Got some of that there. All right. Little spray painteroo. Oh, there, look at that. That is cool. Probably my favorite painter is probably Joan Mitchell, the abstract expressionist. She did a lot of really cool abstract work in the 50s, 60s, 70s. Helen Frankenthaler, I like her a lot. As previously mentioned, Salvador Dali. I like Vincent van Gogh. I know it's Vincent van Gogh, but whatever, Go sounds a lot easier. I also really like this artist who did pulp sci-fi magazine cover illustrations in the 20s, 30s, and 40s, named Frank R. Paul. He made a lot of vivid paintings that captured my childhood's imagination. Oh, Sam Francis. I'm a big fan of Sam Francis. I think he's done some really interesting work as well. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about your favorite artists. If you're an artist, tell me how you like to paint, how you like to do things. And keep on creating.